The biggest lie in the self-improvement space is that you are not alright as you are. Although it's never said explicitly like that, it's implicitly said and smuggled through the messaging. The conditional messaging goes, do this thing, then you'll be good enough. Buried in that call to action, I hear, if you don't do this thing, then you are bad and undeserving. But why is this? It is easy to point the finger at the capitalist world that we live in today. Making money is overvalued. Production is overvalued. In the valuation of something, there is an undervaluation of other things as well. The trap lies when we ourselves attach moral judgments to specific actions. Do something, then you can be something. The production of something is to be a good person and a valuable member of society. To not is to be the opposite. While it is admirable to use negative emotions to propel ourselves forward, it is the typical operating system of most people. For example, with money, it's not that we want money for its own sake, but we want the feeling of security and stability that money can provide. We want the freedom that it allows us to have. Of course, we want to be resourceful at the end of the day and use what we have to advance. Normally, these are the feelings of lack, of fear, and anxiety. No doubt this is one of the hallmarks of progression, but it becomes the snake that eats its own tail. The trap forms when we keep using insecurity, fear, anxiety to push ourselves forward. Just like putting toxic gas in your engine, this will ruin the engine. Sure, we may get to the destination, but at what cost? I'm willing to put money down that once that happens, the same negative feelings will still be there. Or at least, there will be a short-lived reprieve. There will be that small voice in your head that says, just make this new goal. I promise it's the last thing, and once you achieve that, you will feel what you want. But of course, the goalpost keeps moving forward. We falsely hope and delude ourselves that the voice is correct when it's proven us many times wrong. This is a voice of deception and lies. The goalpost keeps moving and there will never be any kind of long-lasting relief. The cycle will continue because there's a treatment of the symptoms and not the main problem. We want to get certain things because we want certain feelings and experiences associated with it, not the other way around. The biggest lie that is pushed is that we need to do that thing first before we can even think about feeling a certain way from it, especially positive emotions. To do, then we are allowed to be. However, why can't we be while in the process of doing? Somewhere along the way, we convince ourselves that we do not deserve to be treated with kindness, compassion, and respect. Somewhere along the way, we deluded ourselves that we are ugly and undeserving and that we would only be accepted once we've proven ourselves worthy. We are so intimately aware of our own shortcomings, so who could accept and love all of these flaws? Or at least, that's what we tell ourselves. The love that we have for ourselves has become conditional. That is the biggest lie, the biggest psyop. The messaging from media and external sources can be to blame, but the most dangerous thing is that we've subsumed these beliefs and have taken them for our own. We think these beliefs are our own. The real tragedy lies in how many people are willing to fight tooth and nail to defend these beliefs, even at the expense of their own well-being and flourishing. Yes, on the other side of the spectrum, a trap also lies in the complete waste of potential, not even trying and slapping a sticker of self-approval in the name of mental health. There needs to be a radical honesty and good faith arguments when inquiring and thinking about these topics. I reject the idea that we need to give up our well-being for progression in achieving goals. I do recognize that certain sacrifices have to be made, but I think it's gone way too far at times. There has to be a way of simply being able to do both. To be proud and to be content. To feel an abundance of joy and positive emotions, all the while taking action towards the goals and dreams that we have. Wouldn't that be the kind of life that you want?